हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू टेस्टबुक सुपर कोचिंग फॉर रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज एंड आज के सेशन में आप सबका स्वागत है। वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द इम्पोर्टेंट पीआईबी अपडेट्स फ्रॉम द लास्ट वीक के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट्स के ऊपर हम लोग बात करेंगे आज के सेशन के अंदर। जी हाँ, सो विल स्टार्ट विद द सेशन की शुरुआत करते हैं। So for the next 20 to 30 minutes, we will go through the important updates of the PIB Press Information Bureau. Those who are yet to subscribe our channel, जिन्होंने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया होगा, तो एक बार जल्दी से चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। ओके, सो स्टार्ट करते हैं। सबसे पहली न्यूज, द फर्स्ट न्यूज द लास्ट वीक वाज रिगार्डिंग द 8 कोर इंडस्ट्रीज। जो 8 कोर इंडस्ट्रीज की न्यूज हमारे पास है, दैट 8 कोर इंडस्ट्रीज में क्या ग्रोथ हुई है। सो मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर का डेटा है जो रिसेंटली रिलीज किया गया बाय द कॉमर्स मिनिस्ट्री। नाउ वी हैव डिफरेंट इंडाइसेस इन आवर कंट्री जो रेगुलर तरीके से प्रेजेंट किए जाते हैं। उसमें से कोर इंडस्ट्रीज डेटा इज रियली वेरी क्रूशियल फॉर द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट इज कोर इंडस्ट्री? कोर इंडस्ट्रीज आर द बेसिक इंडस्ट्रीज जिसके भरोसे बाकी सारी इंडस्ट्रीज वर्क करती है, या जिसके डिपेंडेंट बाकी सारी इंडस्ट्रीज होती है, उसे यूजुअली हम लोग कोर इंडस्ट्रीज कहते हैं। सो कोल, नेचुरल गैस, फर्टिलाइजर, सीमेंट, क्रूड ऑयल, रिफाइनरी, स्टील एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ये 8 कोर इंडस्ट्रीज हमारे पास है। इनको हम 8 कोर इंडस्ट्रीज के अंदर इंक्लूड करते हैं। तो ये एक फैक्टर है जो हमारे लिए काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा, काफी क्रूशियल रहेगा, जिसके अराउंड है एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं। नाउ अनदर थिंग इज दैट नाउ कोर इंडस्ट्रीज का डेटा कैलकुलेट करते वक्त एग्जैक्टली कौन सी मिनिस्ट्री किस तरीके से वर्क करेगी, सो वो भी डेटा एक बार कवर कर लेते हैं। सो कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्ट्री इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल टू गिव दिस डेटा। बेस ईयर इज 11-12, 11-12 इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर को हम लोग बेस ईयर मानते हैं। नए बेस ईयर आने वाले, बट द न्यू बेस ईयर विल बी इंप्लीमेंटेड फ्रॉम द फेब 2026 व्हिच इज रिसेंटली मेंशन्ड बाय द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स प्रोग्राम इंप्लीमेंटेशन। यहां पे तो 11-12 हमारा बेस ईयर माना गया है। नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर's रिपोर्ट, the core industries growth is increased by 3.1%। 3.1% से core industries का growth जो है वो increase हुआ है। ये factor यहाँ पे mention किया गया है। Now when it comes to these numbers or the percentage, they are not that important right now for the exam point of view, because there is no nearby exam, especially when it comes to RBI Grade B and the NABARD. So you can just focus on what is core industry, which industries comes under the core category, that will be important for us, and which ministry is providing this data. So 8 core industries: coal, crude oil, natural gas, refinery products, fertilizers, the steel, cement, electricity. They're the 8 core industries we have in India. That will be enough from this particular news. Okay, we'll go to the next news. Next news की तरफ हम लोग जाते हैं, and the next news is from the agriculture sector. So government of India and Asian Development Bank signed 98 million loan to promote the to promote the plant health management in India's horticulture. So for the horticulture purpose, we are borrowing $98 million from the ADB. Now what is the purpose of this amount? This amount will be used for the clean plant program of government of India. So government of India in the earlier this year launched one program called as a clean plant program. Under that program, we are basically focusing on that the horticulture planting material, the horticulture planting things should be disease free. So basically we have a disease free planting material policy, and under that policy we basically decided to borrow this amount of money. So clean plant program, which is helpful for the better horticulture, for the better development of the horticulture, and for that purpose we borrow money from the Asian Development Bank. That's it, that will be enough. Question can be asked on the clean plant program. The focus of this program is that the planting material should be disease free in the country, so that the better result should be there. That is a major focus, nothing else other than this. Especially for the NABARD exam, this news will be really very crucial. उसके लिए ये news आपके लिए काफी important बन जाएगी। बाकी तो factor enough है exam के लिए। Now Asian Development Bank got the new president. So Masato Kanda is a new president of the Asian Development Bank. ADB's headquarters is in Manila. We all know that static information. 69 member countries are there in ADB, and in 1966 we created this authority. Now we'll go to the next news, and this news is really very important right now, because the news consists of 2-3 factors, and those factors are very crucial in the present scenario. The one of the factors is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs organized Global India Authorized Economic Operator Program in association with the World Bank. Now World Bank, with association with World Bank, this Central Board of Indirect Tax and Customs organized one program called as a authorized economic operator. The basic part is what is authorized economic operator, exactly ये क्या होता है? Authorized economic operator, this concept is created by World Custom Organization. They basically created this concept by World Custom Organization. World Custom Organization's headquarters is in Brussels, Belgium. In 1953, this authority was created. Now, what is authorized economic operator? A business entity that is approved by the national customs authorities to participate in the international movement of goods. It is kind of a certification. Suppose, for example, I am an industrialist and I am working with the export import. I am exporting few things as well as I'm importing few things. So in that scenario, I will get the permission from the custom department called as an authorized economic operator. So during, if I'll get that certificate, so I don't require any other kind of certifications. I will directly get the NOC and the trade will be very easy. Trade will be very smooth. Earlier this year, James and Jewelries companies from India, they got such kind of license called as a authorized economic operator. So this license is created by this authority. Okay, and then when it comes to country-wise, this license will be provided always by the indirect or the department for the customs and the indirect taxes. They will responsible for this. When it comes to the conference, World Bank help us to organize the conference, but World Bank's direct involvement with this concept is not there. Remember, because sometimes they do ask the question that authorized economic operator, this concept is given by which authority, and in India the licensing or the certification will be provided by which authority. That will be really very crucial for the exam point of view. That's it. That's all from this particular part. We'll go to the next news. The next news is India climbs up 11 slots to the top 50 countries in the Network Readiness Index. So recently the new index was there. The index was in news, and this index is given by Oxford University regarding the Network Readiness Index. In this index, India's rank is improved. Now India's rank is in top 50. We are at 49th rank, and for the first time we are into top 50, and that's why will be really very crucial. Now, first of all, who published this? So Portland's Institute, a non-profit research institution with the help of Oxford University, they gave this data, and India improved their slot to 49th from the 60th earlier. The topmost country is USA, then Singapore, Finland, Sweden, and the Republic of Korea. These are the topmost country when it comes to this kind of a data, this kind of a report. Okay, now let's see what exactly the situation of India in other stuff. Like Network Readiness Index consists of multiple categories, multiple indices, in which one of the thing जहाँ पे इंडिया टॉप में आ रही है, that is AI scientific publication, India is at the first rank. Then AI talent concentration, first rank, and information communication technology service export, India is at the top rank. So in these three indicators or in these three categories, India performing really very well. When it comes to these building internet subscriptions, mobile broadband internet traffic, international internet bandwidth, in these categories, India is at the second rank, and this is also really very crucial. So India performing well, and if the performance is like this only, so very soon we will be in top 10 countries when it comes to Network Readiness Index. So questions can be asked around this particular part. Okay. These are the other data. Okay, this data is not actually that important, but if you want, you can go through this. Like 5G was launched in 2022. So globally, when it comes to the speed ranking, India's rank is improved to the 15th now. 118 पे हम लोग थे, अभी 15th पे आ गए. So we improved our rank in multiple places, and that's the benefit we have. We have the Bharat 6G policy right now, which is going on, which is working. So that can be the another part for the exam purpose. Okay. Now the next center launches e-Dakhil across all states and UTs of India. Now the only Ladakh was left with this e-Dakhil, and finally it is also implemented in Ladakh, recently inaugurated in Ladakh. Now what is this e-Dakhil? E-Dakhil is basically consumer complaint portal. So if we want to complain about some business, if we want to complain about some product, so consumer can easily complain online, and that platform is called e-Dakhil. So Consumer Affairs Ministry created this platform, and now this platform is finally implemented all over India because Ladakh was left. So initially this platform was started in 2020. 2020 में इस platform की शुरुआत की थी, named as e-Dakhil. ऑनलाइन कंज्यूमर कंप्लेंट प्लेटफॉर्म, दैट्स इट, नथिंग एल्स. इतना एग्जाम के लिए इनफ रहेगा, ये ध्यान रखिएगा. ओके, दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर डेटा. Yes, e-Jagriti is another concept we have. E-Jagriti is basically what are the complaints we are filing, to track those complaints, to have some awareness how to file the complaint. So e-Jagriti is also the concept related to this particular platform. Okay. Now the next news is very simple, again related to the Agriculture Ministry. So Union Ministry of Agriculture Farmer Welfare inaugurates 13th National Seed Congress in Varanasi. So very simple, very straightforward. We already know that Government of India is working on the climate resilient seed and the climate resilient crop. 109 categories of the climate resilient crops were launched recently by the Prime Minister of India. At the same time, on the government e-marketplace, so 8,000 varieties of the seeds are also available, so the government can procure those seeds to supply to the farmers in a subsidized rate. So this National Seed Congress will be really very important. It was a 13th Congress organized in Varanasi and inaugurated by none other than Agriculture Minister of India. So it's a very simple, straightforward news. But right now, Indian government is talking about the climate resilient agriculture, climate resilient cropping structure, and that's why questions can be asked here. तो थोड़ा ध्यान रखिएगा. This is organized with the help of International Rice Research Institute South Asia Regional Center, which is in Varanasi only. So उन्हीं के साथ मिलके इसे organize किया है. Remember that 109 categories of the crops which was recently launched by the Prime Minister, climate resilient varieties, and the seeds are now available on the government e-marketplace platform. So 8,000 varieties are there. That can be the another question for the exam point of view. Okay. Now, National Seed Congress was first time established in 1986. Okay, so it was started from the 1986 and has been held every 2 years. हर 2 साल के बाद इसे organize करते हैं. 13th edition, which was recently organized in Varanasi. Okay, we'll go to the next. DPIIT signed MOU 2 years with the Winzo to support over 2,000 interactive entertainment startups. So Winzo की बात हो रही. Winzo is one of the gaming company. So DPIIT is the Government of India's institution, works under the Commerce Ministry, and this department decided to have tie-up with the Winzo. What Winzo is going to do, they are going to support the 2000 startups जो interactive entertainment industry में काम करते हैं, especially gaming industry में, उनको help करने के लिए इसे create किया गया है. तो पर्पस यही है कि इंडिया में जो हमारा इंटरैक्टिव एंटरटेनमेंट सेक्टर है वो $60 बिलियन बाय 2034 जाए, ये हमारा मेजर फोकस होगा. और इसी फोकस के लिए डिपार्टमेंट फॉर प्रमोशन ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज एंड इंटरनल ट्रेड ने विंजो के साथ एमओयू साइन किया है. विंजो आपने एडवर्टाइज कई बार देखी होगी, गेमिंग कंपनी, वन ऑफ द वेरी फेमस गेमिंग कंपनी, एंड दिस कंपनी इज गोइंग टू हेल्प 2000 other startups regarding interactive entertainment. Basically CSR कह सकते हैं हम. Winzo is working as a CSR campaign and DPIIT is already working for the startup companies in India, and that is the major factor or the major focus of this particular news. Digital life certificate for pensioner elder citizens crosses record 1 crore mark. Now, digital life certificate. Already we have launched this scheme. The pensioner they need to provide the annual proof that they are alive. So, life certificate उनको present करने पड़ते हैं. साल में एक बार ये करना ही होता है. मोस्टली नवंबर दिसंबर के टाइम पे ये सारी प्रोसेस कंप्लीट की जाती है. सो वी स्टार्टेड अ डिजिटल विजन अंडर दिस और डिजिटल सिनेरियो अंडर दिस. सो उसके अंदर जो रिकॉर्ड मार्क है वो 1 करोड़ सर्टिफिकेशन है. 1 करोड़ यहाँ पे रजिस्ट्रेशन हो चुका है. यही कंसेप्ट यहाँ पे मेंशन किया गया है. सो डिजिटल लाइफ सर्टिफिकेट इज द नेम ऑफ द पॉलिसी. सो इट वाज इन न्यूज and this policy 3.0 version was launched recently by the government of India. Okay, that will be enough. इतना enough रहेगा यहाँ पे. Basically in year 2022 we started its awareness campaign in 2022, 23 and 24. So this was a third campaign or the third DLC 3.0 which was in news, and under that this 1 crore number is being issued. Now, who is the minister or who is the minister responsible for this? So, Ministry of Personal Pension and the Public Grievances is the name of the ministry who is responsible for implementation of this particular policy. Now, the last news from this, because other part we are discussing in our current affairs lecture. For example, the cabinet announcements we have covered separately in our current affairs lecture. So do follow those lectures. सुबह 9 बजे वो lectures होते हैं. So this is the last from the last week's PIB. Annapurna Devi to launch national campaign with Bal Vivaha Mukt Bharat tomorrow to make the India a child marriage free. On the 27th of November, our Women and Child Development Ministry launched this campaign called as a Bal Vivaha Mukt Bharat. The purpose of this campaign is that India में तो child marriage, especially girls child marriage, उसे रोकने के लिए, so 18 years and below का जो marriage है उसे रोकने के लिए इस concept की शुरुआत की गई. याद रखना 18 years and below is the focus of this particular campaign. This campaign is obviously the nationwide campaign, and under this campaign 2029 is a target year mentioned by the government of India, that by 2029 हमें इंडिया में चाइल्ड मैरिज का परसेंटेज लेस देन 5% पे लेके आना है. एंड इसी एंगल से, इसी फोकस के साथ इस पॉलिसी को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने रिसेंटली लॉन्च किया. ठीक है. So yes guys, that's all from my side. इतना इनफ रहेगा कि because there are other cabinet announcements, but those cabinet announcements comes under the we covered under the current affairs lectures. So एक बार उसे जरूर go through कीजिएगा. Okay, that's it. We'll see you in the next session guys. Bye bye. Take care.